Welcome back to another B to the 7 Quick Bits. Today, I want to talk more about loyalty programs and what these mean for your brand. Traditionally, when you think back of a loyalty program, many may remember back to the days when you had the Subway punch card. You thought it was so great, you'd order 12 subs and you get a free extra sub or whatever it may be. Those were great for the consumer, but for Subway themselves, what was the true value? So as we've gone more into this digital world, this is where the value of a loyalty program really comes into play. As we dig more into the value, let's talk about the data. So when you do create a loyalty program, and we're talking about quick service restaurants, retail restaurants, any business where it does make sense, where you want to gather data on a consumer, and this is what's really great about loyalty programs. You have that ability to collect data. You know who they are, you know what their frequency is, you know what they've purchased in the past, you know when they're falling out of the program, but you have that ability to use this data to now be very specific, very segmented, and very targeted. There's really 3 areas that I'm going to touch on today around a loyalty program, and really shows their importance of why. So they are great to reach, retain, and regain customers. So I'm going to go into each one of them a little bit to give you a little bit more explanation. So with reach, you're able to differentiate yourself from other brands that are your competitors. But with that reach, you're showing what the value is of your program, what the consumer is going to get, why they should enroll in your program. And from there, you can reach new customers. You can reach customers that are already loyal to you, but you're adding an extra element to now where you're collecting more data. But that reach part's very important, to be able to reach out across multiple channels to bring these new consumers back into your brand. That's very powerful. The next part is retain. So think about retain. That is, the ability to keep a consumer engaged and active with your brand, with your loyalty program. If you play games whatsoever within apps, or you've got fitness apps, this should be a great example of what they're doing to bring you and retaining them back into their programs. You're constantly getting notifications. You're constantly getting notifications when you're close to a certain prize, or a game is coming up that you either signed up for, but they're reaching back out to you. And the retain part is very important. So once you think about retain within your programs, what are some of the ways that you could bring those customers in? When a consumer signs up, that's an immediately first step that you can send that welcome message. When they've reached a loyalty plateau and or level, there's another opportunity for you to bring them back in. Think about the customer journeys that you could set up. You understand what these consumers are ordering, you know what their data is. When you've got specials around chicken, for example, that's another great way to target specific individuals with certain rewards and certain communications. These communications are very powerful. You look at anniversary, you look at birthday. These are all touch points, and you can create these, journeys. And journeys are very important for the retainment part of a loyalty program, on the constant communication and bringing those consumers back in. So, think about if you are a restaurant owner, a retail owner, in a QSR. These are very important programs to help you stand out from your competitors, and to give you an edge of really the data. You know who your consumers are, and you're able to retain and keep those individuals coming back into your brand. Very powerful. And the third part of a loyalty program is the regain aspect. So once again, I'm going back to the data, because that is one of the benefits of a loyalty program. So once you start thinking about regain, so you've got consumers that are within your program, their order history, what they have been active doing, and really in this instance not active doing. So you can try to identify these consumers whose frequency has fallen down, who are leaving the brand or haven't ordered in a while, and trigger a message to those individuals to bring them back in. So that's another important element of a loyalty program, and having that ability to identify and even know when someone's frequency has started dipping, or know that they haven't ordered in a while, so that you can then reach back out to that consumer and engage with them and retain and bring them back in. So now that we've touched on the ability to reach, retain, and regain, 3 of the big benefits and reasons why to have a loyalty program, along with your ability to collect data for your ability to target, for your ability to segment, for your ability to understand how these consumers are engaging with your brand, what they're spending on. This is a very powerful tool for you to add into your marketing queue. And as you look to enhance your programs, or if you have problems, or you don't understand what's working and what's not, this is where I can come into play. I have a lot of history with reward programs. I can help dig in, help you understand the programs that you need to be running, the programs where you need to be targeting, the consumers you need to be targeting. These are things where we could work together and I can help your programs. And if you don't have a program, these are some of the reasons why you should really think about building a loyalty program, building up that database. Your ability to communicate back and forth with that consumer is very powerful. So for more digital and social insights, and also to talk even about loyalty, let's connect on b2the7.com. I will include the links down below. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn, but I'd be more than happy to engage with you to talk about your loyalty programs, where you can improve, and how we can make these programs a success for not only you, but for your customers. So, ultimately in the end, this is about the consumer and meeting the consumers and customers' expectations. Everybody have a great day.